So Ellie, thank you so much for doing the demo of the new software Eve this week. I was so excited about it. And doing the pilot with our TATP. So I just wanted to follow up from the demo and sort of find out what you're thinking in terms of next steps to move this forward.
Well, there's a lot more development that needs to happen. We need to work on the user interface portion of it, both for the front end where the participants are looking at things, but also in the back end there's a lot of development that needs to happen still.
So refinement.
Yes.
And sort of looking at the things that are on your wish list
Yes.
and moving that forward. And what is the thing that's most worrying you right now in terms of challenges or barriers?
I think for me, one of the things I worry about is our TATP staff in all of this. We spend a lot of time thinking about the permanent staff and a lot of time thinking about the participants, but they're very much brought along with us in this pilot process, and I'm worried we're not supporting them in their work because it is changing all of the time.
So when you think about support and supporting them, what worries you the most about that?
Well, because things are changing so much, they're kind of forced to change the way that they work so frequently, right?
Yeah.
So they're very much kind of caught up in the confusion of a developing system, as with the rest of us, but this isn't their full-time job.
Yeah,
So
and it is a case of we're building this plane while we're flying it,
very
right?
much so, yeah.
So as you think about the support of them, any ideas that you've thought of that you might want to try out to really focus on them as sort of an integral stakeholder group that needs supporting? What have you been thinking?
Right now we've focused mainly on just communicating as much as we can with them, but I think I'm still very worried that we're not doing all that we can, and I'm a little stuck on how to help them more.
Right.
Yeah.
So let me generate a few examples and think about whether any of these ideas have any resonance for you. So one idea might be just bringing them together for a very short, you provide the tea and cookies, but sort of saying to them what you just said to me. We're doing this thing, it's a pilot, and we want to make sure that you're okay in the process and what we can do to additionally support you. That might be one idea. Another idea might be a very short survey. Thanks for your involvement in the pilot. 2 questions, what's going well? What is a challenge and how can we support you in that? Any other idea that you might add to that? Like, those are a couple of ideas.
I think just being really transparent about the fact that it's a changing process, I think is important, just because it is confusing, and just validating those feelings might be useful.
Absolutely. And you could do that in person, or if you did the midway sort of check-in, you could do that also as part of the survey, just saying that. That's great. I think that's like an immediate next thing that you can do, and I think that'll alleviate your anxiety as well around it. I was also thinking about next steps in terms of the demo, and I'd like to now demo, as we're moving from TATP to CTSI with this system, doing a demo from one of the senior leaders, and would love you to be a part. Maybe we could do that together.
Yeah, that'd be great.
And so let's plan a time, maybe early January, and we can sit down and co-plan it and figure out what we think is most important to include in that meeting and sort of strategize together. Does that sound okay?
Fantastic.
Okay, good. Thanks,